What's up, everybody? Jason from Jason's Exotic Reptiles, and today I have no topics to tell you about. So I think we'll just talk about boa breeding update, where I am in the breeding season. So we have some good ovulations occurring, lots of locks. My temperatures are pretty much set and stable at this point. They're at the lowest they're going to be for the year. This is a little male Madagascar ground boa, different from a Dumer's ground boa. Both from Madagascar, both often called Madagascar ground boas, but totally different species. So these guys have bred. I have a lot of other stuff, some different locality stuff that's bred, and some ovulations that have occurred. So I'm going to keep my temperatures pretty constant at this point. They're going to stay low. My females all have access to a basking spot that's somewhere in 88 to 92 range, so they can incubate their babies that are inside of them. That's very important. And if I boosted the temperatures right now so they could get off of that hot spot, it would potentially force some of my other females that aren't quite ready to ovulate. So if they're building follicles, might cause them to ovulate early, or if they're right at that point and the males haven't quite bred them yet, they'll ovulate early as well. So I'm going to keep all my temperatures at this low point right now. My cool ends are about 78 to 80. Some of them at the cages at the bottom near the floor, those might be 75-ish or so. Some of them at the top of the rack might be 82. But overall, my temperatures are in the cool end are pretty low, and all my hot spots are somewhere between 88 to 92. Some of them might be a little bit hotter, but at this point, all my temperatures, again, they're dropped and they're stable. We're having good success with the breeding, and we're just going to keep it going. So just a quick video as a boa update on the breeding season. To Palpate, this is a male, but I'll show you on him because I keep telling people I'm going to do a video on it. So you have your snake right here, and you want to pretty much split the snake in half, and this lower third of their body is where you're going to start to palpate. You'd normally hang a snake over a drawer or something like that. You could do it in your hand, but they can tense up, and around that lower third of the body, you're going to stick your finger, your thumb on their back, and this is how I do it, at least. You could put your thumb on their belly and kind of do it this way, but I stick my thumb on their spine and I push my index finger into the belly like this, and right around that lower third you'll feel one big bump, and then you'll feel a bunch of small bumps if they have follicles. So the smaller bumps are follicles. You might feel some really big bumps if they're also follicles. They'll feel anywhere from a small marble to a golf ball size or so. Females, when they start to ovulate, or when they're really receptive to the males, their follicles are around 20 millimeters or so. It might be a little bit smaller, a little bit larger, but that's the general rule. And once they get about 44 millimeters, that's when they'll pretty much ready and they'll ovulate. So if you don't have an ultrasound, you're not going to be able to tell how big they are, but you will be able to tell once you figure out how to palpate that the size of them. It's nice if you could do an ultrasound, you could feel what a 10 millimeter follicle feels like compared to a 40 or a 20, but if you have a couple snakes, you'll definitely be able to feel it, or even if you have one, you'll be able to feel them as she goes along. Then once they ovulate, they become a different shape, different consistency, and you really don't want to start messing with the snake after they ovulate because you could damage the babies that are inside of them. So hopefully this video was somewhat helpful. Give me some topics. I have nothing to talk about right now. I'm scrolling through Facebook trying to figure out some topics and just looking at things that people keep talking about or complaining about. So again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Keep subscribing, share my videos if you can. I appreciate all that, and keep commenting. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.